So I started with them about 3 years ago, and my first year I was 1099.
Okay.
And I was paying more in taxes, making less money. So I was like, there's some disconnect here. I don't know what's going on.
Did you have a professional before that was helping you, or were you doing it yourself?
I did, but I hadn't turned it into LLC. Actually, my old tax person retired, and he kind of sent me to somebody else, and it just didn't really work out. I ended up looking, and I found them, MLR, and from the first time they set me up, started doing my taxes. I'm like, wait, how come last year I paid more and made less money? Well, because we set you up and now you're at LLC. Obviously, you have to open up the LLC and all that.
And that's what she said early on is when you want to try to do that as quickly as possible. But you're growing, so you don't really realize maybe I should do this because you don't know how far it's going to go.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know how far it's going to go. And you could say it's a lot of money up front. It's $1,000
to incorporate.
To incorporate and open up your business. But once you do that, I've saved more money than the $1,000 I spent because I went ahead and I changed the direction in what I was doing.
How you were filing. And
I was filing. So I'm like, man, I'm just going to keep following the process. Now they put some more steps for me now where I'm at that I need to start implementing. The goal is this year to implement those to hopefully create some savings.
I love too what she said. Don't miss that appointment with your tax advisor at the end of the year, like October, November, because it still gives you enough time to make any adjustments before the end of the year for that fiscal year, right? It's because I think some people think, oh, the year's over. I need to go meet with my tax professional and kind of see what the year looked like. It's like, she's smart. She sets up an appointment with you before the year's over.
Before the year's over.
And says, hey, let's make sure we do X, Y, and Z before the year's over, right? So that you actually can have a better year on your taxes come February, March, whenever you file.
A lot of people, they show up last minute and they want it done now.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take them one day to prepare your tax. And it takes, especially if
you want it done right,
maybe you have a lot of income that year. So they need to find out exactly where.
Or maybe you didn't keep all your receipts and you didn't do a good job of not commingling your funds.
Exactly. So now we have to find out, okay, what came from where, and let's source everything. Now we want to make sure those funds aren't commingled, because once the IRS comes knocking and says you've been commingling on these funds and you owe me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Or you're going to prison for 18 months or something of the like, right? But yeah, so I feel like a lot of people wait till last minute, and it usually ends up hurting them when they try to go out and purchase.
Yeah.
And that's why I really wanted to bring her on, because we see that a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
Especially now that people have started their businesses, like you said.
In the last year. And a lot of the times you'll hand over somebody and they'll say, here's my taxes for last year. What can I qualify for? And then you have to go back and maybe give that bad news of your income for last year was $1,000 for the year after everything's deducted. And so again, being prepared, that's why I really like Mary's point of go meet with somebody before the year's over, right? If you feel like you're going to want to use the business income for the following year, go meet with somebody before the year's over to make sure that you're doing everything you need to.
Doing everything right.
And then even at the time that you're preparing your taxes, then you're also doing what you need to if you want to qualify.
Yeah, I completely agree, man.
Any other notes or takeaways from Mary?
No, not anything else. I just wanted to share that information for anybody that has started their business recently.
Yep. And then also, guys, so the federal has extended the deadline to May 15th, as she shared with us.
That's what she shared.
And then the state has not yet, but it looks like they're going to be following suit and giving the extension to May 15th for Arizona. So it's another little tidbit.
And another thing, the IRS is super backed up. So
if you do anything paper, what did she say? 9 to 12 months to get a response if you have to send anything in paper?
6 to 12 is what I wrote down.
6 to 12? Yeah.
It's a real snail mail, right?
They're still working on 2019, she said.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I previously had somebody that wanted something from the IRS. They wanted a letter and they just never got back to them.
Yeah. And what are you going to do?
Call whoever you want. They won't answer.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us today. Ozzie, thank you for having Mary on. And with that, we're going to take it out.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks.